So the INC2 was in Japan in January of 2011, and the reason I went there is what a great opportunity to speak to the world about how mercury really works in the body, even though it was just an environmental program, and we're only allowed to speak to the environmental effects of mercury, not the health effects. And of course, why do we care about the environment if it's not affecting us personally? But it was a separate issue, so I couldn't speak to health effects. The opportunity to talk to the entire world at one time, and I actually gave 2 speeches, was a real treat because I've been screaming about mercury for 20 years. My organization, the International Academy of Oral Medicine and Toxicology, has been screaming about mercury and fluoride for 40 years. And this was a chance to fight the power. Fight the power, right? So why is it, once again, that all the delegations from the United States and those funded by the United States think mercury is fine, and here I am, a patriot in my own country, and I'm like, wait, it is not fine, and here is why. And when you make a reasonable argument and present facts, which is not opinions, facts about mercury, they need to be taken seriously. And instead of going to the FDA hearings and watching them sweep everything under the rug, here we had the international community. It was 192 countries. And oddly enough, there is quite a story to how I was able to get these speeches in. We happened to make friends with the country of Iraq. Hard to do with my American flag pin on, but we did it, okay? And I asked them to speak to the subject of mercury fillings, which they did, which then allowed our group to intervene on the subject and speak about mercury fillings. So our side of the room, mercury is not good for you. It bioaccumulates in the body. It causes things to break down neurologically. It harms our fish and our food supply, and we can't remove it from our environment once it's there. Now we're stuck with it. And as it goes through our system over and over again, and more is dumped from burning coal and from industrial processes, our bodies fill up with mercury, fill it to the rim, right? And my argument was very simple. We can't also have the mercury from our fillings leaching into our body because our body is so busy taking care of the environmental aspect of mercury poisoning. The other side didn't want to take that opportunity to avoid class action lawsuits in the future or any liability for having supported mercury in all these years. So instead, they came forth with the statement that mercury is still safe, it is fine, and those guys don't know what they're talking about. Now, I'm from Chicago, so we don't take too well to people who lie. So my final statement on Friday, at the last day of the sessions, was very simply that here's how you phase down and phase out mercury. And any country in the world can follow this program. You can have it on the website of this documentary. And it's a very simple program, a step-by-step on how to do it. And then the second half of my statement was the fact that I've been watching lies for 20 years, and I'm not going to take it anymore. My Lord told me not to tell a lie. My parents told me not to tell a lie. And I think it was George Washington who couldn't tell a lie. And those are the kind of people I like to honor. True patriots of my country. God, family, and George Washington. Couldn't ask for a better group, okay? So, I told the truth. And what did that get me? That got the other side to come up to me at the end of the meeting and say, we should really stop butting heads and try to figure out a solution. And I said, fantastic.